Welcome back, everybody. I'm Scott with Off-Grid Stoves and More. I'm here to talk to you about cage nuts. What is a cage nut? A cage nut is basically the nut that is either siliconed on the back side of your firebox or on your center back firewall bolt. It actually just slips in a channel, so it's just free floating. And this is what your back firewall screws ends up screwing into to hold your back firewall into place. Now, a lot of you have contacted us and said, Scott, I tried to clean my stove. I went to remove the back firewall and I snapped a bolt off. And the question is, Scott, how do I drill out? How do I remove that screw? Well, actually, it's not the direction to go in order to make this repair. It's a lot easier if you just replace the cage nut that is mounted to the back firewall. Removing the cage nut really is pretty easy. All you really need to do is cut off the silicone that is holding the cage nut in place. And on the inside of the firebox, you're going to see how the cage nut is held on with the firebox walls removed. Then you're going to need to take a small screwdriver or something kind of pointy. Now, once it is taken out, basically just reverse the process, put the new cage nut in, re-adhese it. It has to be high temp red in order to hold it into place and not catch on fire, because this is one of the hottest points of your stove body, and you want to make sure that you don't have some cheap silicone or some low temperature silicone that's either just going to smoke away or is going to actually catch on fire and create a worse problem. The center bottom firewall panel does not have to be siliconed in. All you really need to do is just take the old one out by slipping it up the channel, pulling it out, and put the new one in its place. Now, that's really all there is to it. You know, it's I know a lot of you out there have went through the process of trying to drill out and trying to back out that broken bolt, which is a bummer because this is so much easier to fix. 5 cage nuts for sale. You can buy them one at a time, but we like to sell them as a set due to the fact that if you've never had them replaced, they could be stripping out. They're weak due to the heating and the cooling, and I've seen them to where somebody's tried to over tighten them and just literally busted them. So if you have to replace one, you might as well replace them all. If you're up to cutting the silicone off and going through the process of removing them all. It takes me about 10 minutes to replace all 5 of them. You know, the worst part of it is cutting the silicone off and cleaning up the stove body. If by chance you have a broken bolt or you have a busted cage nut, email us, please, at offgridstovesandmore@gmail.com. If you do not have a way to email, you can contact us at 800-348-1021, and one of our highly paid answering service operators will take your information and we will get back to you within 24 hours. Any part that you need for Austroflamm pre-2006 or Rika 2006 or newer, get a hold of us. We'll hook you up. Thanks a lot for all of your support, all of your wonderful comments that all of you make in regards to helping you get your stove up and running. That's what keeps us driven in order to be your best friend, keeping your Austroflamm or your Rika running. You guys stay safe out there.